Good morning to all. This is Anvesh from Triple E Branch, and today my topic is about projection matrix with respect to the symmetric matrix. We'll look on to introduction. Let W represent an N to N matrix, positive definition matrix, positive definite matrix. The binary form XWY in n-dimensional column vector X and Y qualifies as an inner product for one row into when the binary form XWY is chosen to be the inner productive for one row into X perpendicular to the Y, that is two-dimensional column vectors X and Y are orthogonal if and only if XWY O is equals to X perpendicular U, that is X is orthogonal to a subspace U of N1R row if and only if XWY 0 is equals to every Y in U and UV and UV perpendicular to the U is orthogonal to a subspace V if and only if XWY 0 is equals to for every X in U and every Y in V, to indicate that XWY 0 is equals to for two n-dimensional vector X and Y. Let us write W into Wx perpendicular to Y, or say that X and Y are orthogonal with respect to W. Similarly, to indicate that XWY 0 is equals to for every vector Y in a subspace U, let us write Wx perpendicular to U, or say that X and U are orthogonal with respect to W, and to indicate that XWY 0 is equals to for every X in a subspace and every Y in a subspace V, let us write UV perpendicular to W products that U and V are orthogonal with respect to W, clearly saying that X and Y and U and V are orthogonal with respect to I is synonymized with saying that they are orthogonal with respect to the usually inner product. And now uh, we'll go to third slide now. uh, Furthermore, let us extend our use of notations and terminology to the case where W is symmetric non-negative definite. Thus, for any n into n symmetric non-negative definite matrix W, let us write W x perpendicular to Y, or says that X and Y are orthogonal with respect to W, to indicate that XWO is equals to, let us write WX perpendicular U, or say that X and U are orthogonal with respect to W, to indicate that XWY for every Y in U, and let us write U V perpendicular W, or says that U and V are orthogonal with respect to W, to indicate that XWY 0 is equals to for every X in U and every Y in V. Note that if W is symmetric non-negative definite, then the bilinear form of XWY does not qualify as an inner product, as it does when W is symmetric positive definite, although still qualifies as what is called a quasar inner product. Now projection 2. Let W be represent an n into n symmetric non-negative definite matrix. Let Y represent an n-dimensional column vector, and let U represent a subspace of n1r into definite Z to be the projection of Y on U when the inner product for n1r into is taken to be the bilinear form xwy. Let us refer to this projection as the orthogonal projection of y on u with respect to w, or simply as a projection of y on u with respect to w. Now coming to projection 3. For any n into p matrix X and for any n into n matrix W, the symbol PXW is used to represent the n into n matrix. So that is X into X W dash X minus X dash W. Note that PXI is equals to X into X dash minus X dash is equals to PX. Now let L represent a matrix such that WLL is equals to definite V is equals to V is similar to NR is to V is equals to LX for some X is to U, and take X to be any N into P matrix whose column span U. Let B star represent any solution to linear equation xwxbxwy is equals to in B. Note that the linear system can be rewritten as this: lx lxb lx ly is equals to, by definition, comma z is the vector in U such that w minus perpendicular zu. Thus, it follows that Lyz is orthogonal to V with respect to the usual linear product, implying that Lz is a projection of Ly on V with respect to the usual inner product. Since the columns of Lx span V, now look into theorem 1. Let X represent to any n into P matrix, and let Z represent the projection of any n-dimensional column vector Y on C into with respect to a symmetric non-negative definite matrix W, then any P into 1 vector B such that Lz into L into B is equals to a solution to that linear system. We'll prove this theorem now. Now we'll look into proof of theorem 1. Now the proof is clearly that xwxb is equals to has a solution say A, and lxa is equals to thus xwxb xwx xwz xwxa xwy. So this is the proof of the first theorem. And now look into theorem 2. Let you represent now look into theorem 2. Let you represent any subspace of the linear subspace nr of all n dimensional column vectors, and let w represent an n into n symmetric non-negative definite matrix. Then there exists matrix such that for every y in nr as the projection of y and u with respect to w. Moreover, ap is equals to xw. Now we'll see the proof of the theorem 2. Now we'll see the proof of the theorem 2. Proof is similar to the Harwell 197 1997. Let us refer to the matrix A from theorem 3.1 as the orthogonal projection matrix for U with respect to W, or simply as a projection matrix for U with respect to W. And let us speak of an n into n matrix as a projection matrix with respect to W when we wish to indicate that there exists some subspace of n R for such for which the matrix is the projection matrix with respect to W. Now, acknowledgement. Support by the Natural Science Foundation of Henan and the Natural Science Foundation of Education Department of Henan. Now, reference. Uh, you can refer these books. Uh, you will know you'll know more about projection matrix with respect to symmetric matrix, that is km, that is uh, km Abadir and jn Maginus matrix algebra, Cambridge University Press 2005. And the second one is a Baseleaf Sky Applied Matrix Algebra in the Static Sciences, New York, North Holland, 1983 version. Next one is F.A. Grable Matrices with Application in Statistics, uh, Belmont, CA, Wadsworth, 1983. And next one is D.A. Harville Matrix Algebra from a Statistician's Perspective, Springer, Verlag, 1997. And next one is R.A. Horn and C.R. Johnson Matrix Analysis, Cambridge University Press, 1990. There are two Cambridge University books here there. One is 2005 one, and another one is 1991. You can refer any of the book from this. And next one is H. Look at Pohel, Handbook of Matrix, New York, John Whaley, 1918, 1998. And one is C.R. Rao and S.K. Mitra, Generalized Inverse of Matrix, and it is application New York, John Whaley, 1971. and thank you.